Have you heard from the Thai hostages that have been released? And if so, what have they said about their experience in Gaza?
คือผมไม่ได้พูดคุยนะฮะเพราะว่าทาง
I didn't speak to them. They're not allowed to speak with anyone outside their families until 48 hours after their release. But they have all told their families they were well taken care of, well looked after, given shelter, clothes, food and water, and given mental support.
What were you told by Hamas about the conditions that the Thai hostages were being held under?
คือผมได้รับทราบตลอดเลยนะครับตั้งแต่ครั้งแรกที่มีการพูดคุยว่า
Hamas told me they were prisoners of war, that they mostly lived in tunnels, but some stayed in the refugee camps, some stayed in houses.
Do you think the Thai hostages were being treated differently to the Israeli hostages?
ผมคิดว่าการดูแลตัวประกันทั้งหมด
No, I think Hamas kept the same standard because they follow Islamic law, especially protecting children.
Your group said early on that the Thai hostages were being looked after. Why were you so confident that was the case?
เพราะที่เราไปพูดคุยนะครับกับทางฮามาสเนี่ยผมได้
Our group talked to Hamas 5 times as representatives of the Thai House Speaker and leader of Shia Muslims in Thailand. On every negotiation, they confirmed to us that the Thais were captured as war prisoners and would always be treated according to the Quran and Islamic law. So I was confident Hamas would take care of the Thai workers, and you could see in the workers who were released, they had good interactions with Hamas.
เจรจาและพูดคุยกับฮามาสเนี่ย
Is this just all part of a deal that's been done with Hamas? They release Thai citizens and the hostages have to all say they were treated well?
ไม่มีครับฮามาสไม่ได้พูดอะไรเกี่ยวกับเรื่อง
When we negotiated with Hamas, they didn't give any requests or conditions for release. They just said that the Thai hostages would be freed when there's a ceasefire.
But Hamas did kill at least 39 Thai citizens.
คือจากจำนวนตัวเลขที่รัฐบาลไทย
39 Thais were killed, that's for sure. But we don't know where or how. It's a war.
It is indisputable that families were murdered by Hamas on October the 7th. Why did you feel so sure that they would protect hostages?
คือวันที่ฆ่าวันแรกนะครับวันที่ฆ่าวันแรก
Definitely, it is a war. There was killing on both sides. But the main point of Hamas going there was to capture hostages and to use them for deals to help the Palestinians.
Just to be clear, you're not denying that Hamas killed Israeli civilians, are you?
คือผมยืนยันตามคำแถลงของฮามาส
According to Hamas, they only wanted to kill Israeli soldiers, not civilians.
Are you sympathetic with Hamas's cause, and do you think that's in part why you've been able to negotiate the release of Thai citizens?
คือถ้าถามว่าผมเห็นใจหรือเปล่านะฮะผมก็ต้องเห็นใจพี่น้องชาว
I sympathize with the Palestinian people. After more and more wars, the land was taken and eventually Palestinians were refugees and made second-class citizens. You don't have to be a Muslim to have sympathy for Palestinians.
เป็นแผ่นดินของชาวปาเลสไตน์
Do you think that Hamas was justified in taking hostages from Israel?
คือถ้าถามว่ามีความชอบธรรมไหมต้องบอกว่ามีความชอบธรรม
Yes, because there are more than 6,000 Palestinians captured in the past and their families can't visit them. No one heard their cries. The world didn't hear their cries. That's why Hamas had to do this, to get the world's attention focused on Israel's treatment of the Palestinians.